Here we go!
Another big win over a good opponent, and now it's for everything now, starting conference play. First, just go back to the Alcorn game, and after you look at the film and things that you thought about that game.
Yeah, well, we're excited about a win and a big win at that, and being able to do it in front of our home fans, and like we talked about with the military appreciation, being able to appreciate them and honor those that currently serve our country and that had. So that was huge honor for us as well. But a good win against a good football team, and like we knew going in, those guys that played for the SWAC championship, the last 5 years won 3 out of 5. We knew the type of talent they had and what they had, and so we knew it was a good win and something we could definitely build off going forward, especially starting conference play this upcoming weekend against Abilene, which is a good opponent as well. So a lot of things to take from it, a lot of positives that we can build on, going forward.
I guess were there any out of the things that you saw when you watched the film, what were one or two things the main things that you saw from the game that you want to take from improve going forward?
Just execution. That was probably the number one thing. Just seeing some things executed the way that we needed to get them done, and the areas that we've coached them to get it done, and just need more consistency with that throughout the entire football game. So those are things that we're able to pull really in all 3 phases. That comment covers that, but just excited about getting back on the practice field tomorrow and getting rolling.
You saw for like 15 minutes of the first into the second quarter, 3 drives, 3 scores. We saw what the offense is supposed to be. Quick tempo, a lot on first down. What changed in that? What did you see on the film that was the difference between the success and was it first down plays? Was it anything in particular?
Yeah, just execution. Not being able to go out and execute the play that was called and the scheme that was within the play. So those are things that we've obviously met on Sunday and started the correction process and the coaching process of that to now get back on the field tomorrow and get those things corrected. From a technique, fundamental standpoint, a scheme standpoint, so we can go out and do those things at a consistent level, at a high level, the level that, we need them to get done at.
Moving ahead, defensively, you guys look in pretty good shape. They ran 83 plays, but only averaged 3.6. Where are you, though, offensively as you head into conference?
Really in all 3 phases. Our guys went out defensively and played well. Those guys are continuing to get better and executing, what Coach Gush is doing on that side of the ball. But I think in all 3 phases, we still got room for growth and improvement. And that's special teams offense and defense. Those guys have played well on that side of the ball defensively. Those guys have done a good job. Need to continue to execute at a high level and play with that physicality and effort that we do. And then same on the offensive side of the ball. We got to continue to grow. We got to continue to get better. And that's where, get back on the field tomorrow, start that process going forward.
Now you have Abilene Christian. They just, pretty tough loss that they got and put up 31 against North Texas in week 1. I guess, what do you know about them? Yeah,
Coach Terrell does a really good job over there. He's been, comes from a really successful Division II program. He's had success there at ACU. They're doing a great job. It was a tough loss last week against Central Arkansas. It, went down to a field goal, got beat, 31-30 right there late in the game. Quality opponent. They played North Texas, who's a really good football team. So very quality opponent. Good on offense, good on defense. Sound in special teams, a team that's playing really well right now.
For you, how would it feel just on a personal level to be going back out to, just kind of the general area, West Texas where you're from?
Yeah, home is home. Anytime you get an opportunity to go back that way out in West Texas, it's always good. I know, family and friends are coming over to Abilene for the game. Still know quite a few people in Abilene, Texas from when I coached there at Abilene Cooper. So just excited about that, get an opportunity just to see people and, share the experience with them.
Are you going to be expecting to see probably a pretty desperate team? They've already lost one conference game. Does that mean that, especially with the long bus ride, you guys got to be ready to go almost from the start?
Yeah, I mean, I think whether they're coming off that loss or whether they're coming off a win, I mean, the thing we can control is us, and that's what we got to go. When we get on the field tomorrow, we're thinking about the McNeese Cowboys and how can we get better. What can we get focused on, making sure tomorrow is the best day we've had yet, and that's where our focus will be. We understand and know the ride we got going out there. And the trip out there, I think we spent. I think it's a great opportunity for us, as a football team to be around each other, be with each other that amount of time. There's some positive with that as well. So again, from a focus standpoint, we got to focus on us, look at us, and continue to get better.
Have you been able to speak to Darius? I'm sure you've been in the hospital. Have you been able to talk to him since Saturday night?
Yeah, I actually saw him Saturday night in the hospital after the game, and his spirits were good. And just we'll lose Darius for the season. We'll get him back. Very similar situation with Seabird. Yeah, I mean, as this week goes on, we should find out more information about him. But we won't be have him back this season. Great kid. Unselfish kid, really good kid. I mean, glad that number one, that he's going to be healthy and recover from it. But number two, that we're getting him back.
After 3 games, you're done with non-conference. Would you say that the team, you and the team, are where you want to be going into the conference play?
Yeah, we gotta. We talked about it this morning in a staff meeting, just about just evaluation and continue to go forward and bringing our guys along and just continue to see and get those guys to reach their full potential of where the evaluation over the last 3 games has been, and then continue to develop depth as we go on. That's the next thing. You're getting at the point where guys have now been in it, spring, fall camp, and then 3 football games. So guys are getting a really good understanding of scheme. In all 3 phases of what we're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be doing it. So just continue to grow those guys in all 3 phases, and that within that we're continuing to develop depth.
All righty, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Sterling Gilbert, the head football coach at McNeese. Football is back, McNeese is back, and we're excited about this season. We have 6 home games. Bring your family, your friends. We have a family-friendly tailgate. Come buy your season tickets now. Looking forward to seeing y'all. Go Pokes.
I'm Russ Silvers. You're watching CBS Lake Charles. Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Hi, I'm Rusty Kirkland, General Manager of CBS Lake Charles and MeTV, and now Telemundo. I'd like to thank our viewers and our advertisers over the last 2 years for helping make CBS and MeTV successful in our community. As a local business, we want you to understand, our viewers and our advertisers, that it's all about you, not us. Please welcome our newest TV station in Lake Charles, Telemundo. Thanks for watching CBS, MeTV, and now Telemundo.
What's the first thing you noticed about Chris this year?
Fast. First, I probably noticed they told me he was a DN. I thought he was a linebacker. He was a little skinnier back then, but we started practice and the guys couldn't touch him. He's fast off the ball, good, quick feet, just faster than everybody. Till he's on the level pretty quick.
Was he always disruptive because he had a lot of sacks early? Then he started to get more double teamed as it went. In fact, he was double teamed most of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, they tried to double him because they thought because he was so tiny, they just double him and get him out of the hole. But again, man, he was so good at reading the play and reading the blockers. He knew what they were doing before they did, and he would slip right through it, go underneath it. I mean, he did a hell of a job of recognizing stuff. So even when they tried to double him, he usually split it, found a way. And disruptive, we would call plays just for him. We'd call stunts just for Chris, or we'd yell at him from the sideline and tell him just go. Not necessarily do his responsibility, but just go make a play. And 9 times out of 10 he would.
What's the difference between Nate and Chris as individuals, and when did you notice that he had a chance to play football?
There was a big difference between the two, and a lot of it had to do with the schools that they attended. Nathaniel had been playing ball since I told him he couldn't play, and he was playing anyway. So Christopher was a little different. Christopher started playing, and he started playing around 5th, 6th grade, and he played more of league ball than he did school ball. As he started growing, he wanted to play at a different level. And Washington Marion team was in a transition at that time. And he had his heart set on going to Barb because he had other friends that were going to Barb too. So he was more set on going to Barb. So we done a transfer, basically is what it was.
When you have a kid like him who decides to stay home, Nate went to LSU, but you get to see him play and you get to see him every day at home and go through some of that. Did that make you happy that he was staying home, or?
No.
Yes.
Made mama happy, but no. Because, every man, you want to see every child grow up and assume responsibility for himself. At home, we tell you to do something, you do it. You do it because you're being told to do it. But when you're out there in the real world, you're doing things because, hey, I need to do this. And this is how you learn to assume responsibility. And I'm glad he stayed home, don't get me wrong, but I was really looking forward to him being away from the house. The last one.
You wanted him home.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I wanted him home. I actually wanted to be able to attend all of his games because I actually started scrapbooks for Christopher, taking different pictures of him playing football, and I just basically wanted him home so I could, I guess, probably still nurture.
Yeah, because we could have done all that while he was on campus.
What's it like to have a brother playing in the NFL?
It's kind of like I have an advantage. Because at a young age, I'd say like middle school, 7th grade, my brother taught me the key to the game. He actually brought me to Cincinnati and Dallas, and we've worked out before. And some of those workouts, it just kind of like trained my mind for what's to come. And the key is just outwork everybody constantly. You should be working constantly because when you're not working, somebody out there is working. So he just taught me the keys to the game.
Did it put a little family pressure on you, or, that's a lot to live up to?
Nah, I guess not. I'm the youngest of 7, and between me and him, it's like 4 other siblings. So not much pressure. It was, I don't know, I really just felt like I was born for this, The talents that I have, I'm just extremely blessed from God.
And here's some more pictures. Chris, the whole football team, the slogan that they had, no ceilings.
Yeah, no ceilings.
Yes, and I have actually adopted that slogan for him for this 5th year playing college ball, for him to remember that there's no ceilings above him so he can go as high as he desires to go.
See this right here? This right here, this is good cooking right here. Rice and gravy, man. It don't get no better than that, dog.
For Barb kids in general, how important is it to have him right down the road and kind of be an inspiration to see what you can do and overcome?
It's great. Any chance I get during spring, you know, when we're kind of just doing weightlifting and they're going through practice, I get whatever guys I can, you know, and I bring them to go watch Chris practice. And that's the only reason we go. I go over there and watch Chris because he's always hustling. He sets such a good example. You know, he's doing it when no one's watching him. He's practicing hard, putting in all the work after practice. So on Saturdays, he makes those plays. So being able to go right down the road, I mean, it's invaluable to me. And to the kids that I get to bring. And then we text back and forth. He does a lot. He came up here during spring and helped me coach, you know, and imparting the knowledge that Coach Gilbert and his staff, and then Coach Guidry's old staff, he'd come share it with me and share it with them. And you know, we did a lot of work together. So it's really awesome.
He stayed a big part of Barb.
Oh, absolutely. We've been in touch every year since he's left, you know, just kind of going back and forth, asking how things going, keeping up with him. And then, again, I always ask about football. That's what he comes back to. And he's awesome. He's up here quite a bit helping me out and showing me some new stuff. So it's great. It's great.
For you guys, is your fifth year senior?
Yeah.
New coaching staff comes in. A lot of kids might have said, that's it. I'm done after my 4 years. Why'd you come back for a fifth year?
I mean, it's just like, honestly, like, it's a no-brainer. Like, I get to go back to school. I get to get my master's degree, which is just a big blessing. And I get to play football another year. And I feel like God didn't bring me back my fifth year just to play football. Like, I'm put in certain situations right now where I can help people. I can, like, better people, you know? I don't know if I said that right, but I could just help people get in a better position, you know? Just shed a bunch of light, bring people to Christ. It's a lot. It goes way more than football. Because, like, these relationships that I'm developed already with some of the players that just came in with the spring, it's just like, I came back for a reason, and it's more than just football. This is it, man. This is a stadium. The only thing different is the track. The track was black back then, but man, this field is beautiful. The stadium is beautiful. Like, the atmosphere out here, coming out here on a Friday night, it's something like no other. It still smells the same out here to me, and I love it. I remember my sophomore year when we played West Monroe, like, all of this. The whole stadium was filled, like, it was construction horses all on the track, it's people, all the way to the student section, man. It was great. And I went in on offense. It was like the first or second quarter. I don't remember what play it was, but it was me and another defensive end. We led block for Kirkland Banks, which is a running back, slot receiver at Lamar right now. He got his first touchdown as a freshman or whatever, man. Those are like moments that you can't experience anywhere else. Like, the great moments about playing football, it still sends chills up my spine thinking about it, man. This grass, like, that's one thing I miss about high school, is like playing on grass. It's a way different feel than playing on turf, and I really do miss it, man. This is it. West Monroe, this was probably the largest attendance at Barb, man. When we won that game, the student section, they had all came down from here. And they were just right here on the edge of the goalpost, all right here, just lined up, waiting for the clock to hit double zeros. And like, as soon as it hit double zeros, it was like everybody just rushed the field. Like on some college, like taking down a #1 team or something like that type stuff. They rushed the field, man. It was crazy. That's a lifetime experience that I get to cherish forever. Forever, man.
It gives us great pride to root for our hometown teams. It's an excitement that our customers and our local employees feel as we cheer on our McNeese State Cowboys. We live, work, and play right here in Southwest Louisiana. So from all of us at Cameron Communications, we say, go Pokes!
Hi, I'm Kimberly Griffin. Welcome to Legacy Jewelers. We have a beautiful selection of engagement rings in stock, but we also specialize in customized engagement rings. We love our mignon Faget. She is Louisiana inspired, and each piece is handcrafted with precious metals. Ricky Parton is our in-house master jeweler, and he has served the Lake area over 42 years with customized wedding sets, jewelry, and repairs. Let us customize your special moment at Legacy Jewelers. Fine jewelry, Southern influence.
Here, man, I pass this up every morning, you know. It's kind of like a little notary board, you know. When I was actually graduating, my mom had put right here, like, Chris's big day on May 10th. And when I said that, like, that put a lot of pressure on me to, like, make sure I get everything done. It was mad pressure, you know. It's like whenever something comes up or a verse or something, and the verse right here says, "The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, and that the thoughts there are vanity," you know. So the Lord knows your heart no matter what you're doing, man. But I always look at it because it's right next to the pantry, like the snack pantry where I get my breakfast stuff from. So, you know, I pass it up often, and I look at it often, you know. Constant reminder if I need to put up something right there. So this is very important. When I get my own house, I will definitely have one of these.
And his mom is gonna make it for him because I made that board.
Yeah, I didn't even know she made that. Like, she made that. Like, she makes all type of stuff. Like, she makes wreaths and everything. So if you need something, man, get at me, bro. Y'all know my number.
Darian, I guess the first question for your defense is, how good can you guys be? For the most part, you've dominated the two FCS schools. Where is this defense?
Well, I think we're in pretty good shape right now. It's just going on long towards the ends of the games. We need to stay more disciplined and not give up penalties to keep teams that we play against in the game, because we really could have shut out Alcorn last night, but it just didn't work out that way.
You got 2 interceptions. Anything specific you saw in this game? They came right near the end of the half. Anything did you see? Were you reading them?
Yeah, it's just everything I saw in film for preparation for the game. I seen it in the game, and they put the backup quarterback in, and I don't think he seen me read the play, and I just stayed on top of it and made a play on a double move.
When you guys get the first quarterback out, like you guys knocked the Alcorn guy out first half, you kind of seethe a little bit the moment and try to even get more aggressive?
Oh yeah, we knew we had the starter rattled, and then the second guy came in, and then he threw the first interception, and like I don't know what it was, but he just kept throwing the ball up for grabs, and we made plays on it.
Were you thinking about taking the second one to the house?
Yeah, but I should have stayed on my sideline instead of trying to bring it back across the field, and yeah, just bad vision right there. You got a minus on that from the coach.
What's it like to, we all talk about the offense gets a lot of credit for this tempo and that, but what's it like to have to face 83 plays a game?
Oh, it's tough, but I mean, we grind through that every day at practice. We go up tempo everything we do, so we're pretty much getting used to it, and we want to be the toughest team that steps on the field every Saturday.
Now, last year this defense was pretty good for most part. End of the year, a lot of injuries, especially on the line. You've got a little more depth this year, it seems. Obviously, you've taken a couple of hits on the line already and a couple of hits on defense. Where is this now with the depth, and what have you guys learned from the first 3 games?
We've just learned that anything can happen. The next guy has to step up no matter what grade you're in. We prepare each week to do the same thing on defense, so no matter what happens, the next guy has to be ready.
All right, Darius, this week coming up, Abilene Christian, the start of the conference, Southland Conference play. I know you guys want to make a statement in the conference. You got a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, not being picked very high. Where do you see you guys going into this, and what are you expecting from Abilene?
I'm expecting them to come out with stuff that we haven't seen yet on film, but I mean, we're 0-0 now. It's new start of a new season. We're going in with a chip on our shoulder, and we really would like to go to Abilene and get the W.
Ugly bus ride, though?
Oh yeah, it's a long bus ride, man. We'll probably get back when the sun's coming up.
When you do that, now that you've done it a couple of times, how hard is it to get ready, and how much you got to make sure you're mentally prepared for this game and after that ride?
Well, I mean, on the way there is a good time to prepare yourself, because you get a lot of time to sit there and visualize making plays, and just going over the stuff that the coaches are telling us to go over and make sure we're sharp, but can't really let that affect us on game day.
Trevor, it seems like you, 3 touchdown catches, have a pretty good relationship with Cody as far as you're kind of in sync with him. I know you worked a lot with him over the years because you guys were both backups at times. What kind of that kind of synciness or kind of connection you guys have? How easy is that to play this offense?
Me and Cody have just been really good friends for a while, and it just seemed like this year we just have it, like you said, we just have a better connection. We talk about a lot of plays that, we visualize a lot of plays. Coach tells us to visualize plays happening, and we talk about a lot of that during the week. So it's like, I feel like when the game comes, we're just going out there and playing. We're doing what we've been talking about doing. So it's not really a surprise to me or him that we're doing so well. But now we just got to continue and to keep improving.
With this offense, which is fast-paced, a lot of thinking on your feet, how important is it that you guys are on the same page?
Oh, it's essential. It has. I mean, if we're not on the same page, then our offense can't go. We do run the ball a lot, but the receivers play a big role in this offense as far as blocking and catching the ball. And if we're not on the same page, then really we can't go.
I was saying earlier, for 13 minutes the other night, 3 drives, your offense clicked like it hasn't all year. Is that what we're looking for, and you guys are trying to contain that and then extend it?
Like you said, we experienced some success, but now we got to keep it and sustain it. We had them 17-0, but then we just let off the gas and we went back to our old ways. Like, okay, well, the defense will just hold them. We need to put their foot on their throat, and we need to continue doing what we can do. But we've shown what we can do, but now we just need to keep sustaining it.
You guys are kind of new, wide open offense. You're going to take some people by surprise, but you guys saw this last year in the league. They did that to you a little bit, the league. Are you catching up with the league as far as the speed goes, and has the league changed that much in 2 years?
I think the league has changed a lot, man. You see a lot of the teams that used to be at the bottom are starting to come up to the top, and they're like McNeese and Central. We kind of struggled a little bit last year, so I think the league is really balanced out really well, which makes it exciting. Every game is going to be a dogfight, and we know that. And we know a lot of teams are doubting us this year, which we're going to have an extra chip on our shoulder. So it's just going to be exciting that every week's going to be a dogfight.
You guys still see yourselves as a contender and playoff contender, correct?
We're McNeese. We know what we can do. We know when we play up to our potential that we're hard to beat. But we know that we're going to get everybody's best shot because we are McNeese.
Playing somebody like Abilene, who's relatively new to the league, but has had success in other divisions, do you guys kind of want to make a point to them that we're still the big dog?
Yeah, I mean, they played us tough last year. They almost beat us last year. I think we won by 3 points, and they just lost to Central Arkansas by 1 at Central Arkansas. So we know we're going to get their best shot. It's their first home game. It's our first conference game, and I'm just excited to get over there and get it on.
How good can this offense be?
Oh, we can be very good. I've seen stats that Coach Gilbert has shown us. Coach Gilbert has been a part of the #1 offense in the country at the FCS level. We know this works. We just got to go out there and execute it.